Alright guys, let's check out a couple of Helson watches here. Figured maybe you'd want to see them. I haven't done a video on either one of these. I had them both in the studio at the same time, so let's dig into them. We'll start off with this one here. This is called the Hammerhead. I do notice that this bracelet kind of does that. It's not a big deal. You just kind of like bend it a little bit more and it flexes right back. Don't freak out on that. I've noticed some other bracelets will do that occasionally, just depending on the design of them. But this one's called the Hammerhead. It is $650 on the Helson website. I'll put a link down below. No affiliation with them or anything. These are Greg's watches. He sent them in. They're going on the Sunday Funday thing. But I figured, like I said, I would just show them to you because maybe you want to see them. So inside this is the Miyota 9039 automatic hacking, no date Citizen Miyota movement. Case size 39.5 is what I measure. They call this a 40 mil, but it's 39.5. The lug to lug is a 48.7. And it looks like you actually have screw pins. I don't know why this won't focus very good, but instead of spring bars, it looks like it actually has screw pins for the lugs there. That's interesting. Just noticed that. 13.5 millimeter thick, but that's including that kind of like boxed and double dome sapphire crystal. 20 mil lug width. Bracelet tapers down to 18. You have a 5.8 millimeter screw down crown. And you do have the 300 meter water depth rating on this thing. There's a few different colorways for this one. Same thing with the other one I'm going to show you. There's a few different colorways, so check it out with all their watches pretty much. Looks like a ceramic bezel insert. I noticed with this watch and the Shark Diver that I think they were shooting for 120 click bezels, but they're like 1,000,000 clicks or something. It's like 240 or something, because every time you go, it's like, if you go slow, there's like 1 click, 2 click. So like, it's twice as many clicks as, so it'd be like 240. But when you go, this one, at least when you go fast, it kind of feels like a 120, but yeah, it's I don't know what they did for the bezel spring and everything, but yeah, it has like way more clicks than it should or something. I don't know. Here's a look at the case back. Still has a sticker on there. It says Hammerhead on the back. Pretty simple. I'll pop this one on wrist so you can see what that looks like on a 7.25 inch wrist. There you go. It's very comfortable on wrist, has a very vintage vibe to it. Standard clasp, just kind of a keeper with a double pusher. Only 3 micro adjust on this guy though. Now if we take a look at the Shark Diver, this is more of their like kind of the watch they're known for. This particular one's the 38 millimeter variant in titanium. They also have a 42 in titanium, and then they have a bunch of different sizes in stainless steel. Tons of combinations. So this is a 38 millimeter case if I measure from here to here without the crown guards. 46 lug to lug. Same thing, you have like Allen bolts holding the end links on, so it's not like a spring bar. Well, this one's thin, only 11.6 millimeter, 20 millimeter lug width, non-tapering bracelet, 7.3 millimeter screw down crown, 300 meter water resist, same style of clasp. This one actually has a dive extension on it. The Hammerhead does not. And you know, all grade 2 titanium, pretty much blasted. Ceramic bezel insert, full lume dial on this one, skeleton handset sword style, and a skeleton lollipop even on the second hand. I like the attention to detail on that. But the bezel action on this, again, it's really weird because, let me zoom in so you can take a closer look. This bezel is like terrible. It's like, I don't know what's going on with it. But part of that might just be because it's titanium. Sometimes titanium watches, if you've owned enough watches, occasionally you'll run across titanium. Just it's a little more tricky to get a good feeling bezel on it. But the crown tube action on both these is phenomenal. The movements are accurate, all that good stuff. H-link bracelet on this guy, screw pins. And this will be BGW 9 lume, I think, on this one. So both of them should have good lume. I'll pop it on wrist so you can see what it looks like on a 7.25 inch wrist. There you go. Personally, I like the 40 millimeter variant of the Shark Diver, but the 38 wears just as good. I don't have any problem with it. I mean, heck, you could even go with the 42. It would be fine. So let me give these a quick blast with the UV light, both of them here. Kill the studio lights, and we can check out the lume on both these guys. Yeah. So Helson always delivers with the lume. Tons of lume on both of these. Very legible. So if you're looking at the Helsons, I think they offer a really good value proposition. Prices are creeping up on everything. Of course, they're not immune to it. So, they're pushing up there as well, I'm sure. But they're still, for what you're getting, I think it's still a lot of watch for the money. The sister company, Armida, if you go to the Armida website, very similar layout, and they offer even more affordable watches. Also very good construction. They come out of the same factory. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.